y equals to mx plus b is a linear equation. M is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Depending on the textbook you use and the preference of the author, they usually have a different style to write this linear equation. Some textbook use y equals to mx plus b, which is what I prefer. Some textbook use y equals to ax plus b, and some textbook use y equals to a plus bx. One question that students ask me is, are they the same? The answer is yes, they are exactly the same. Again, y equals to mx plus b, ax plus b, a plus bx, they are exactly the same. They are just a linear equation. The number right next to x is the slope. The number itself, the number alone, is y-intercept. So let me give you an example. So let's say I want the slope be 5 and then the y-intercept be -3. So using y equals to mx plus b, I can do y equals to 5x minus 3. Using ax plus b, which is still y equals to 5x minus 3, right? So y equals to ax plus b plus a negative means you minus. And then a plus bx, you can have y equals to, you let the y-intercept goes first, then that will be -3 plus 5x, which is the same thing as 5x plus 3. So let's say we do something else, like let's say the slope is -6, and then the y-intercept is equals to 10. Y equals to mx plus b, so y equals to 10, oh no, not 10, y equals to -6x plus 10, ax plus b, same thing, y equals to -6x plus 10. If you want the intercept goes first, you can do y equals to 10 minus 6x. What if they are both negative? So let's do another one. What if they are both negative? What if the slope is equals to -5, and then let's use another number, -7, and the y-intercept is equals to -20. How's that? -20. Then mx plus b, then that would be y equals to -7x plus -20. So -20, so that will be y equals to -7x minus 20. Ax plus b, y equals to the slope times x plus the negative y-intercept. And then if you want the intercept goes first, a plus bx, then that will be y equals to -20 minus 7x. Again, they are exactly the same. Okay. One other words that textbook use all the time is marginal change. So if you look at the notes on the right hand side, do you see that I wrote marginal change? Marginal change means the slope. When they talk about application problems, or when they put problems on business and other topics, they prefer to call the slope marginal change. All right, in application problems, word problems, they will use the word marginal change. In an algebra problem, let's say y equals to mx plus b, they will just go by the word slope. Again, marginal change for application, slope for regular algebra problem. So let me give you a simple application problem. So let's say x is equals to a year number, and then y equals to my hourly wage. So when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 10, that means initially, at the time I was hired, I earned $10 per hour. And then 1 year later, when x is equals to 1, I earned $15 per hour. 2 years later, I earned 20. 3 years later, I earned 25. So what is the marginal change? So here is how you calculate the marginal change. So let me match the colors. So let's say I pick two points, 0, 10, and then 1, 15. Okay, 0, 10, and 1, 15. How do we calculate the marginal change? It's easy. So if you don't use any formulas, so before I write anything down, do we agree that by looking at the 10, 15, 20, and 25, if you just look at the pattern, I get additional $5 per hour, right? If you just look at the pattern. But how do you calculate this pattern? It's easy. You have 0, 10, 1, 15, right? So I have 2 points. And then the first point, the x and y coordinate, I call that x1, y1. The second point, I call that x2, y2. To calculate the marginal change, which is the slope, I will just use the word marginal change, that is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I will use 15 minus 10 divided by 1 minus 0. So that is 5 over 1, which is 5. What is the phi mean? The phi means the slope is equals to 5. The marginal change is equals to 5. That means I get additional $5 per year. What if you use the first point and the third point? What if you use 0, 10 and 2 comma 20? Do I still get the $5? The answer is yes. You call this x1, y1, x2, y2. And then the marginal change, that is equals to y2 minus y1, 20 minus 10 divided by x2 minus x1, 2 minus 0. So you have 10 divided by 2, that is equals to 5. And then someone might ask me this, and they say, okay, you call the second point x2, y2, can we do the other way around? So what do I mean is, so we have 0, 10, and then 2 comma 20. Can I call this x2, y2 and this x1, y1? The answer is absolutely yes. Let's try that out really quick. So the marginal change is equals to y2 minus y1, 10 minus 20. But you say, okay, that would be a negative then. Don't worry about it. Let's take a look at the x as well. Divided by x2 minus x1. So you have a negative 10 divided by negative 2, that is equals to 5. So 5 means you get additional $5 per year. So this one, using this line, do we agree that we can make a prediction? What prediction? Let's say I want to predict my hourly wage at year 4. So since you get additional $5 per hour, so that means at year 4, you will get this, right? So you will be in here. You will get $30 per hour. How do you get the 30? You just add 5 on top of the 25. So at year 3, you are earning 25. On top of that, I give you another $5. So 25 plus 5 is equals to 30. So that's how the marginal change works. Basically, it's just a slope. But when people talk about slope in business, in your revenue, in your profit, in your cost, they don't use the word slope. They want to be more professional. So therefore, they use the word marginal change, and that is how it is. All right, that is the end of this video. If you think my instruction is helpful, let me know in the comment below. Like the video, share the video for me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Appreciate your help and support. See you all in the next one. Signing out for now.